coffee shop, sitting all alone, just staring into space in some far-out distant zone. He was an older veteran from the Second World War, which I was able to determine by the veteran's hat he wore.
Then in came another fellow with a boy who called him Pop. This fellow wore a baseball cap with Viet Nam stitched on top. It was a busy little place. The door opened but a crack as a young woman with no legs had a hat that spelled Iraq.
The little boy jumped off his seat to let this young woman in. She may not have had legs, but she had the nicest of grin. She sat down to have her donut and a coffee nice and warm. She was joined by a young man whose hat said Desert Storm. They were chatting, and I heard one say, "Gee, it's good to see you," as a gray-haired man appeared with a vet's hat that said Korea.
The last young person that entered had lost both their hands, but their buddies quickly helped them. Their hat read Afghanistan. For me, it was a special day. I was in true Angels company with all these different veterans who served to keep us free.
I got up and thanked each one of them. Then with my coffee, I relaxed and thanked God that I knew who they were because they wore their veterans' hats.
Each year, as Americans, we pause to remember the men and women who have given their lives in defense of our freedom. Once again this year, Cathedral of Hope, United Church of Christ, join our nation in remembering and giving thanks. We remember the many in our own congregation who have served and who continue to serve their country, many of who are LGBTQ+, and have had to deny their own freedom in the fight to preserve the freedom so often taken for granted. We remember Technical Sergeant Leonard Matlovich. Sergeant Matlovich was a Vietnam veteran who rose to fame in 1975 by becoming the first gay service member to publicly reveal his sexuality, challenging the military's exclusion on gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgender Americans. He appeared on the cover of Time magazine and the front page of the New York Times, speaking out for the rights of LGBTQ+ service members until his death in 1988. We remember and give thanks for all who died in active service. We honor those who continue to serve, knowing that for many, these are challenging times. Challenging times for the estimated 15,000 plus transgender service members on active duty. The administration of President Donald Trump reinstated a ban on transgender service members that had been lifted during the administration of Barack Obama. We pray that under the leadership of President-elect Joe Biden and Vice President-elect Kamala Harris, that this ban will once again be lifted, and those who choose to serve to protect the freedoms of our country will be able to do so without fear, living freely into their true and authentic selves. Today, Cathedral of Hope, United Church of Christ, we salute you, remember you, and commit to work to make America a safe place for all. Freedom for all.